Hello again and welcome back to the Daily Rundown with me, Dan Morfitt. Now, Red and Drew have gone, so with me now is our musical guest for the evening, singer-songwriter Liam McClair. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me on.
You've already caused a ruckus in the Daily Rundown office.
Yeah.
Because one of our sports reporters, Elle, quite liked the look of you.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
So you've already stolen a few hearts.
Good, yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Liam.
I'm a singer-songwriter based in Manchester. I've been playing for about 3 years, and I've just sort of started doing it professionally the past 6 months or so. And yeah, I just got into playing as a hobby and as a sort of passion, and it's grown into a bit of a job now. So
you said you've only been professional for a few months.
Yeah.
What did you do as a job before?
Well, I was a student. I studied sport at uni, and then I worked in a garden centre cafe. So nice. I knew I wanted to pursue this when I left university. And then got a little job. I was kind of funded it part time, and I was getting a train to Manchester because I'm from a place just outside of Manchester called Winslow, a little town. So I was getting the train a lot, and then I got a job coaching kids football, which was good fun. I think I got a stronger voice from doing that. I had to do a lot of shouting. So yeah.
So were you not screaming at kids, but telling them to do their drills and doing
loud, because I think it's the whole animal instinct thing. If you're loud with a deep voice, they're oh god, what was that? So.
But did any of your coaching wave into a few musical notes, and you thought, yes, I'm going to do this?
I think it was more confidence. I'd talk in front of people as basically what I did all day, and then speaking in front of parents and speaking to parents and new people. It's really a good skill to have when you do music because you meet new people pretty much everywhere you go. Like today, for example, or you go to a gig and you meet 3 new people. Having the ability to just talk to someone for the first time is quite a good skill to have, I think.
And it must be nice at a gig, seeing the eyes of people who are there to see you rather than the eyes of kids' parents.
Yeah.
Almost going apoplectic with rage.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Yeah, I didn't hate that job at all. It was a really fun job, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do. So I got into doing music, and then I've just managed to sort of. The balance has weighed more towards the music now, which has been great.
And I've seen all your things on the internet. You're Liam McClair everywhere, which well done there.
Thank you.
You describe yourself as folk pop.
Right. Yeah, this is a good point.
But how do you get to that stage? How do you get to not pigeonholing yourself, because that almost restricts where you can go? But what took you onto folk pop? What did you listen to almost go in that direction?
I don't think I particularly listened to a particular artist and was like, that's me, I'm going to do this. I just sort of played piano and guitar and then listened to the likes like Coldplay, Radiohead, Nick Drake, Joni Mitchell, just loads of music. And then when I started writing, it was on an acoustic guitar, and I just really enjoyed the sound of the acoustic guitar, and it sort of lent itself to kind of pop music. But I'd like to hope that it's pop music that isn't sort of mass-produced in the sense of there's a stigma around pop music, it being...
Sometimes it's a dirty word.
Yeah, I used to genuinely feel that if someone's like, what kind of music do you play? And you say pop, they'd be like, as if you're not as creative or not as good musically. But I think, I would class the Beatles music as quite poppy, and people like that. So I kind of hope to produce that kind of pop. And then I think someone said to me, oh, it's folk because you play an acoustic guitar. And I sort of believe them. So I said folk pop, but I don't know what it is really. If
you ever had to play at the Manchester Fair Trade Hall and people shouted Judas at you, I'd understand, but that's not happened to you.
Yeah, they want to go electric.
Yeah. So sometimes you do perform with a bigger band live?
Yeah.
So and sometimes you do go on electric guitar sometimes?
No, never actually.
So you just acoustic at the moment?
Yeah, I've got one, but I never give it. I don't know why, it's a good point. And that's the next step.
I'm guessing you're recording at the moment.
So I just recorded last week a single called Hunted, which is going to be out on the day before my birthday. So I'm doing a gig in Manchester, the Deaf Institute, on my birthday.
It's a great venue, the Deaf Institute as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I've seen a few people in there, and I kind of did that thing where it's I'm going to play on that stage one day thing, and then...
And now you've told everybody it's the day before your birthday. What are you going to perform for us now?
This is the song. This is called Hunted, the single coming out on the 6th of May.
Go for it, Liam.
Your love keeps chasing me down each place that I plant my feet. You know you make me feel hunted. Your love keeps chasing me down each step I take. I'm more weak. You know I've been thinking, is this working out for you? Listen to my love, I've been drinking a little more than I usually do. But you were there when it all fell apart. On the run in the winter, your love keeps chasing me down each place that I plant my feet. You know you make me feel unsafe. Your love keeps chasing me down each step I take. I'm more weak. You know you make me feel unsafe. Listen to my love, I try to be strong. This is all wrong, and I thought you knew. Listen to my love, I'm gonna be gone, 'cause I don't belong next to you. You were there when it all fell apart. On the run in the winter, your love keeps chasing me down each place that I plant my feet. You know you make me feel unsafe. Your love keeps chasing me down each step I take. I'm more weak. You know you make me feel unsafe. And I'm a lost soul. Leave me alone. I told you all that you need to know. I'm a lost soul. Don't follow me home. I told you once, I won't say no more. You were there when you shouldn't be. Your love keeps chasing me down each place that I plant my feet. You know you make me feel unsafe. Your love keeps chasing me down each step I take. I'm more weak. You know you make me feel unsafe.
Liam McClair and Hunted live on the Daily Rundown. It's so difficult to come into a TV show and perform live, but to perform it like that, absolutely perfect.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Can you download that now? Is that available?
Not yet. It will be out at the beginning of next month. There's a video of me playing it solo, just like that, on YouTube, which you can get on my Twitter, which is just at Liam McClair.
And are you signed, or are you putting this out yourself?
Yeah, so I'm putting it out under a record label which I've sort of set up myself called Run and Hide Records. Because when I was a little kid, if things got a bit too much, I'd just run and hide. So that was the idea of it. But we're trying to put on gigs ourselves in Manchester at the moment and put out stuff and just see. I'm really curious to try loads of different things in music. I think when I first started performing, I kind of thought narrowly about the profession you could get into in the sector of music. But the more I've learned and met people. There's such a broad scope to do loads of things. So
Yeah, because you are promoting, like you said, and you've got your own record label. And this gig that you're doing, day before your birthday.
It's actually, the gig's on my birthday.
Oh, gig's on your birthday. You've got like comedy there as well. So it's not just a gig that people turn up to, have a couple of beers.
So it's billed as like an evening with, that's the idea. So I'm headlining, and then there's a girl called Nicola Holt who's a stand-up who's doing a set in between every act. A band called Stained Glass Ceiling are playing, who are like fantastic and pretty funny as well. So they're kind of like a good combination of both the two. And a band called Foxtails, and then me with the full band.
And because it's your birthday, you'll be getting lots of free shandies.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
That would be very kind, yeah.
And where do you want to? I know this is a big question. Where do you want to be in the next couple of years? Do you ever want to go on that big stage of the Pyramid at Pilton Farm at Glastonbury?
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
All the way?
Yeah, I'd love to do as much as possible, but my main goal with my music is to get to a point where my profession is people coming to see me and buy my music. I'm not so set on I'm not made it until I've played an arena, or I've not made it until I've got like I'm on Jules Horn or whatever. I'd love to do those things, but they're not as defining as I think they are in other people. Whether that's a restrictive thing or not, I'm not sure. But for me, it's changed a bit.
You've got the passion, you've got the songwriting, and you've got the ability.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Cheers. That was a great
Hunted. I can't wait to listen to like the recorded version. If it's anything like that,
no, it
it's
sounds
impressive.
big. It does sound. Yeah, I heard the mix just came back today actually, so it's sounding big. Sounds good.
So Liam McClair, thank you so much for coming on the Daily Rundown.
Cheers.
Really enjoyed that.
Mate. Nice one.
Honestly, search his stuff out because it's amazing. All over Twitter, all over Facebook. Liam, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Right, Drew and Red will be back on the Blue Bunkettes next with something that they want to get off their chests. They'll be here with their something to say on the Daily Rundown in just a couple of minutes' time.